is Tom Challan with PriorityTeam.com, and I guess this is kind of a three-part video series. This is video number 3, and if you didn't watch the last video, make sure you go back and listen to the last video and the last one before that, because it leads into what I'm going to share with you right now, and that is how to really make money in a home-based business, create wealth, but more importantly, do it while having a life and do it while having freedom. And this has taken me years to figure out how to actually quantify that. And I have a program called Level 3 Builder. Most people in network marketing are level 1. Okay, so let's talk about level, I'm just going to put L1. L1 is where you're building the refinement. You're getting rid of some of that fear, some of that doubt. It's where the refinement stage is. It's where you do the most productive thing possible that you have in front of you right now. And that, for most people, it's talking to people they care about and getting involved in their home-based business. It's doing things that can produce results right now, where I talk about connecting with people, sending them to your presentation, your simple message, and enrolling them. And doing that 80% of the time. That's level 1. And the reality is you could be a level 1 builder, even making 6 figures, even making 7 figures. But here's the challenge based on the end in mind concept of creating wealth while having a life in your home-based business is, if you don't learn how to start thinking of an exit strategy where you can go from being self-employed to a business owner in your network marketing home-based business, you're never going to get there. Meaning, it's a myth to think, for most people, that the more your income goes up, the more freedom you're going to have. Myth for most people. Most people in network marketing, I know because I coach them, and I have a lot of really good friends that are 6 and even high 7-figure earners that are financially successful, but their time broke. Because the way that you start your business model right now, if you keep doing it the exact same way, where you have a professional babysitting, where you are the system, there's not much leverage, you don't have a full, complete system that I talk about, which I got to do a whole new video on that. But if you don't have a complete, a system, by the way, is not training only, it's not having advertising only, it's not having marketing funnels only, it's not having basic script books, it's not having software that's leveraging. A system is all those components. And if you don't learn over the next, and again, this is something that takes time to move to level 2. But when you're a level 1 right here, you want to build the skills, you want to learn the basics, you want to learn how to recruit and duplicate and build your leadership ability and start getting other people to do the same thing. But again, don't be like almost every single network marketer, even making big money, don't stay stuck here a year from now, 2 years from now, because if you're like me, maybe 5 years from now, or if you're really motivated, you might go 6, 7, 8 years, maybe 10 years if you're really motivated as a level 1 working 1 million hours a day. You might go a few years, but sooner or later, you're going to do what a lot of network marketers do. They get burnt out. I got burnt out. I didn't want to recruit anybody else because I knew how much energy it would take based on my old system. So when you're in level 1, though, you have about 90% of your phone calls are outbound. Okay? 90% are outbound. When you're a level 2, it's about 50-50. And when you're a level 3, it's about 90% are inbound. Okay, these are outbound and this is inbound. So these are people who know you, like you, and trust you. Now, this takes time to learn. That's why, but one thing I want to share with you before I end this video is, this is a deep subject, but internet marketing or branding marketing or attraction marketing or social media marketing, a lot of people want to get involved at level 1 and automatically go here. They automatically want to learn how to go through these internet marketing courses. And again, there's nothing wrong with internet marketing or branding or doing those type of methods, but it's one of these things where you spend, at this level, you need to be spending like my mentor Danny taught me, minimum 80% of your time here. So, and anytime you have over and above the 80% of the time that you're building your home-based business is the time that you want to learn these strategies that I'll teach you by being a Priority Team or being at PriorityTeamPro.com. I'll teach you how to do the leverage like we talked about in the last video. This takes a lot of ingredients, okay? I'd like to tell you that you can just go through one course on this and instantly you're going to get it. It doesn't work that way. It's kind of like being a black belt. Learning how to be a black belt, what do? You got to learn how to punch, you got to learn how to kick, you have to learn how to do a lot of different moves, wrestling moves and jiu-jitsu moves to be a black belt in mixed martial arts. This is like being a black belt. And there's no way to go to a course on being a black belt and next week you're a black belt. It just doesn't work that way. There's no such thing as a miracle. And when it comes to this kind of system, it's an inch by inch, it becomes a cinch type of a thing. But again, I want to start going through a lot of training videos, and you'll get all this at Priority Team Pro, on breaking this down over a minimum of a year period. So there's a very quantitative plan to getting you to the most amount of freedom in your home-based business so you can be making incredible money and be working a lot less hours than anybody else in your company or anybody else in that industry for that matter. So this is TomChallan.com with Level 3 Building, and this is what pumps me up about the industry.